Today we'll talk about the basics of fat burning. And it's not about cutting calories. It's about your hormones. If you understand which hormones burn fat and which store fat, and how to control these processes, your chances of success in losing weight will increase significantly. And your nutrition will play a key role here. This is rarely talked about. Today we're going to talk about natural ways to increase or decrease the levels of hormones associated with fat burning. Let's start with the hormone, insulin. It is produced by the pancreas. He does a lot of things. But one of the main things it does is help you store fat. Therefore, if we want to increase fat burning, we must lower our insulin levels. If insulin levels are elevated, it cancels out all the other hormones that help you lose weight. That's why this information is very important. Let's say you go to the gym or do sports. You eat a pre-workout protein bar loaded with sugar. You've essentially nullified your ability to burn fat. Or let's say you're working out and drinking Gatorade loaded with glucose. You just ruined that training. Another really cool thing about insulin is that all it takes is a little carbohydrate to pause the weight loss process for a certain period of time. So, you eat or drink some carbohydrates, such as a little wine or a piece of bread. Your ability to burn fat has just decreased. Now it may take 24 hours or more to burn fat. So, what are carbohydrates? Fiber and sugar. Fiber is the only one that does not increase insulin levels. So you don't have to worry about very high fiber foods like green vegetables or salad. They have so much fiber and so little starch that they are unlikely to raise insulin levels at all. But you typically consume less than 50 grams of carbohydrates per day, not per meal. But if you really want to speed up your fat burning process, I would cut it down to less than 20 grams of carbs per day. Another thing that increases insulin levels is the frequency of your meals. It is better to eat less often, with a pause of 3 to 4 hours between meals. This is called intermittent fasting. Another factor that increases insulin levels is monosodium glutamate. There is a lot of controversy about MSG. But now we are talking about fast food restaurants where they just load you with MSG, or even Chinese restaurants. What you will notice is that after about an hour you will get hungry. There is a lot of hidden sodium in this food which will make you thirsty. We trick our brain into thinking we've gotten some protein when we haven't. The next hormone is estrogen. Estrogen can also lead to obesity. If you've ever heard of estrogen dominance, an example is a woman who is overweight in her lower body. And you can increase your estrogen levels by taking birth control pills, hormone therapy, etc. The third hormone is cortisol. See this belly? When you experience any kind of stress, the adrenal glands produce a stress hormone called cortisol, and it pushes fat into the abdominal area. This way, the body will take the protein and turn it into sugar and then into fat right in the belly. When you're stressed or taking prednisolone, a synthetic version of cortisol, you can gain a lot of weight. Not only in the stomach, but also in the face, the so-called moon face. You also sometimes develop a buffalo hump in the back of your upper back, and importantly, this cortisol also cancels out fat-burning hormones. So, how to lower insulin? This seems to be the most important action. First, to lower your insulin levels, you must lower your carbohydrate intake below 50 grams. Better yet, below 20 grams per day. 2. Do intermittent fasting. Eat less often. 3. Add apple cider vinegar to water. 4. Cinnamon is another really beneficial herb. 5. Avoid foods high in estrogen, such as factory-processed chicken. Give preference to organic products. 6. Next is cortisol. How to reduce cortisol? First of all, you need to reduce your stress level. This could be physical housework to refocus your attention, walking, and physical training is also very helpful in coping with stress. Take vitamin B1. Take vitamin D, sunbathe more often. All of this will help you reduce your cortisol levels. So, intense exercise, good sleep, moderate protein intake and intermittent fasting. What you need to know about exercise is that exercise actually only contributes to about 15% of your total weight loss. However, it can actually significantly reduce stress and help you sleep soundly to keep your body functioning properly. If you don't exercise, losing weight will take much longer. Okay, let's move on to a very important fat-burning hormone, growth hormone. It stimulates protein synthesis and increases the breakdown of fats, and also slows down aging, prolonging youth. To maintain health and its production, it is very important to sleep deeply and soundly, to minimize stress levels, and a boost to this hormone is triggered by fasting for more than 24 hours. Now you know how to burn fat and the relative importance of fat burning and fat-producing hormones, especially insulin and cortisol. These are the dominant hormones that cancel out all others. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and leave comments, this will help the channel grow.